If you need some cozy casseroles, just keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Tamara. Today's video is super fun and delicious. We are coming together and doing some cozy casseroles for you guys. Now today's video is hosted by Sammy over at Managing the Maze. I will make sure to have her channel linked down below, and there will also be a playlist linked down below as well. So when you're done with my video, make sure you click that playlist and you can see everybody that's joining in. This is a big collaboration. So y'all are gonna get all kinds of delicious casseroles and ideas and meals to cook for your family. Let's go ahead and get cooking, y'all. First up is French onion beef casserole. This was so good. This was a new to me recipe. I will make sure to have the recipe linked down below for you guys so you can get exact measurements and everything. But we will definitely be making this again. It was so good. All you need is some cream soup, some French onion dip, like the kind that you find in the refrigerated section. I'm gonna go ahead and get my water boiling for my noodles, and then I have my beef cooking up as well. I have just cooked and drained my ground beef. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my 2 cans of cream soup, and then we're also gonna add in that container of the French onion dip. Get everything mixed together, and then we will add in our al dente noodles. Now we're going to put that mixture in a greased 9x13 baking dish. I do have my oven preheated at 350 degrees. We're going to go ahead and get that spread out. We will top it with some French fried onions and then get this put in a 350 degree oven for 30 minutes. Here is what it looks like right out of the oven. I'm so glad I tried this recipe. It was delicious, and we will definitely be making it again. I just served it with some sweet carrots on the side, and supper was done. Next up is Dorito Casserole. This is definitely a family favorite in my house, but it had been a little bit since I fixed it, and I needed to use up this bag of Doritos in the pantry, and so I thought that this would be the perfect meal. I had everything on hand to make this. I will make sure to have the recipe linked down below for you guys. It is so good. So I'm going to go ahead and get my ground beef cooking up. I'm going to season it, and then we will drain it. And then while that's cooking up, I'm going to go ahead and line the bottom of my greased casserole dish with some crescent rolls. I definitely prefer the crescent sheets just because they're so much easier, but let's be honest, those are expensive, and so I'm fine pinching the seams and using regular crescents, but we're just going to pinch the seams and kind of make this one solid sheet at the bottom of the casserole dish. To our cooked and drained ground beef, we're going to go ahead and add in our can of tomato soup and our packet of taco seasoning and just give that a good mix. Now we're going to take that mixture and add it on top of our crescent dough sheet, and then we'll spread it out as even as we can. Then we will top that with some cheese, and then we will top the cheese with some crushed Doritos. We're just going to bake this at 350 for about 18 to 20 minutes. You just want to make sure that your crescent dough is cooked all the way through. Here it is right out of the oven. We just served it with some salsa minute rice. I'll make sure to have that recipe linked down below for you guys. We topped the casserole with some extra cheese, some sour cream, and some black olives. Of course, you top it with whatever your family likes, but this is so good. Definitely a family favorite in my house. Cheesy broccoli and cauliflower bake. You cannot go wrong with that, and technically you could add in some protein and make this a full meal if you wanted to. I've got 2 bags of defrosted cauliflower and broccoli blend. I've just added both of those in, And then I'm giving that a season with some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder, and some onion powder. And I'm just going to toss that together. That way the seasoning is kind of well coated. Now I'm going to add on some heavy cream. I had this in the fridge and I really needed to use it up, and that's what kind of inspired this idea. I know like there's like a viral pasta going around where you bake everything and it, you toss it and it works out. So I was kind of hoping that this would do the same thing, and it did, and it was so good. So I've got probably about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of heavy cream in the bottom of that casserole there. And then I'm adding on a block of cream cheese I've just cubed up. I'm adding that on. And then I'm going to add on some cheese. I ended up using that whole bag once it was all said and done. But I did about half at this point. And then I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven. And I'm going to bake it for about 15 minutes. And then we will get it out and give it a toss. And we'll put it back in there for about 10 minutes. Do the same thing. Get it out, give it a toss, and then we'll do a final cheese on top and then let that get nice and melted and toasty. Here's what it looks like when it was all done. This was so good. I was super impressed with the way that it turned out. We will definitely be making it again. I served it with some ranch rich chicken. I'll have that recipe linked down below. Like I said, this was just an idea, so I don't have a recipe for this. And whenever I make it again, I will definitely do measurements and type it up for you guys. And that will definitely be happening soon. Last but not least is chicken cobbler. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen where I shared it and said we weren't huge fans. But I still wanted to keep it in the video because just because we aren't fans of chicken pot pie doesn't mean nobody else is. So if you like chicken pot pie, like the classic chicken pot pie, you will definitely like this. We just aren't huge fans of chicken pot pie, and I'm not sure why. We just aren't. So I will make sure to have the recipe linked down below for you guys. But to start out, you're going to go ahead and add in your chicken broth to your cream of soup and give that a mix. This is definitely different compared to a traditional chicken pot pie. That's why I wanted to give it a try to begin with, to see maybe if we would like it better. In another bowl, you're going to go ahead and mix together a packet of the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits that you can get in store. Mix that together with your milk and then set that aside as well. And then I decided to put everything in a foil pan, but you can definitely just use a glass or metal baking dish. While I was mixing all that up, I had a stick of butter melting in the oven in this foil pan here. And then you're just going to go ahead and add everything in. I added in my already cooked protein. I thought I was thawing out chicken, but it was actually smoked turkey. But it, either way, you can of course use whatever protein you want. And so I got that, and then you're going to layer on a bag of frozen mixed vegetables. And then you're going to top that with the Cheddar Bay mixture first. And then you will add on the chicken broth and cream soup. I was worried about the cook time with it, being so soupy and how it was going to come out. And the recipe said it was going to take like 45 minutes. And it did end up taking an hour and a half because it was super thick and it was super runny. So definitely, plan for that. Plan for it to take a little bit longer if you are going to make this. Like I said, we just aren't huge fans of chicken pot pie or, pot pies, but I definitely wanted to keep it in because, we're not everybody. Just because we don't like something doesn't mean somebody else will. And this chicken cobbler is like viral on TikTok. And so in case you haven't tried it yet, I don't know, give it a try, you might like it. So I baked this at 350. It did take about an hour and a half, like I said. Here's what it looks like when it was done. I did end up having to cover it with foil just for a little bit at the end because it was taking so long and that top was getting brown. But if it looks good to you, definitely give it a try. Like I said, if you like cobbler, chicken cobbler, or turkey pot pie, you might like this. I really hope you enjoyed these 4 super easy and delicious casseroles, perfect for the winter season. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite casseroles are. We are all about trying new recipes right now because I am burnt out. So definitely leave those in the comments down below. Don't forget that today's video was a collaboration. I will make sure to have the playlist linked down below so y'all can check out everybody else that's joining in and sharing some cozy casseroles. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.